So you said Joan Baez is the greatest for you.
Yeah, as I'm a fan. I'm a fan of hers as a listener. Musically, I really love the way she sings.
And I was surprised when I saw that Joan Baez played 2 concerts. She played on the alternative stage,
right,
and then she went to the main stage.
Right, exactly.
So it was. I think she really liked this concert and she had fun. Or what was
I think you're right.
Did you meet her there on
No,
Woodstock?
I never met her.
You never met her?
No, I never did meet her there. No.
So she was traveling all the time in Woodstock?
I didn't see her there. I just saw the video, the DVD. Recently, there's a DVD now that just came out in the States. It's got, I think some alternative footage of her that no one's seen.
And
Very good.
How was it for you in Woodstock as a manager? I saw in your biography you worked with nearly everyone who played in Woodstock. Was this planned there? Did you go around and give everyone your card, or how did you do this?
I didn't. I mean, as the years have gone by, a lot of those bands I've had contact with in one way or another, or booked or promoted. I had a nightclub for a number of years in L.A. with a couple of other guys. We've booked many of those bands. Here it is 40 years later, and I have 2 partners, and we've put together a thing called Heroes of Woodstock this year that we're doing 18 shows in the U.S. with the remains of Jefferson Airplane, Big Brother and the Holding Company, 10 years after, Canned Heat, Country Joe McDonald, Melanie, John Sebastian, Edgar Winter.
I said everyone.
Yeah, so they've all, I've been able to, because of the relationships through the years with either the artist or the manager or the agent, I've always been involved with bands of that era. Other than them, maybe Alice Cooper for a while, or Frank Zappa neither of them were there, but I worked with both of them as well. Chad and Jeremy, or Buffalo Springfield, and you had the remains of Buffalo Springfield at Woodstock with Crosby, Stills, and Nash, but somehow or another, that's who I've always been attracted to, musically or personality-wise, whatever.
Okay, also ich habe ihn gerade gefragt, weil er als Manager arbeitet und er einfach gesagt, oder wenn man sich die Karriere von ihm anguckt, sieht man, dass er so ziemlich mit allen zusammengearbeitet hat, die je in Woodstock gespielt haben. Und ich wollte wissen, ist er rumgelaufen, hat überall seine Karte verteilt und hat gemeint, nein, das hat sich über die Jahre so entwickelt, man hat die Leute immer wieder getroffen, man mag die, man konnte gut miteinander zusammenarbeiten und dann hat das hingehauen. Just one question because of this special day today. You just told it you had a big club in Los Angeles. The Kaleidoscope was, I think, the biggest club in Los Angeles when you opened it.
Yeah.
And so you got you very close to Los Angeles and the whole scene there. Now, Michael Jackson, there's the big event in Los Angeles. What do you think about this?
I'm glad I'm not there.
Yeah?
Yeah. Truthfully, Los Angeles itself, it's called L.A. I call it Hell-A. Hell-A for me. I mean, it is not a comfortable place to live. Larry has a nice little pocket out in the valley with nice homes around him and people around him, but there's just too much crime, too much traffic, air that's still not breathable. You can make a wonderful living there, and the entertainment business is there, and it is the center of the world. I mean, it decides lifestyles for the world through movies, music, and television. And when people see any of those or participate in any of those on television, motion picture, you think that that's where I want to be. And still, we travel the world, and they say, well, where are you from? Oh, we're from the U.S. Oh, well, where in the U.S.? I go, oh, Los Angeles. They go, not Hollywood, and if you're from there, it's like being from Mecca or someplace. But it's not the way it used to be for me, and I finally got out, And a lot of people that live there still dream of their little place in the mountains or a farm or an island or whatever, And LA is a giant magnet and holds people there because of the ability to make such a good living continuously, but the amount that it costs you to live there is also very high. So you never get far enough ahead so you're able to get out.
But New York is worse.
Yeah, it may be. And New York and Paris both used to be the center of the world.
Yeah.
But they're not anymore. I mean, LA is, whether people agree or not, it is the center of the world.
Yeah, now it really is.
And as far as what's going on with Michael Jackson, I'm glad I'm not there. Really.
Do you think it's a big show, or do you think they're really missing him?
You know, he touched a lot of people. Literally.
I
understand. Yeah.
I can tell you one thing. My daughter, my oldest daughter, she grew up with him, and when he died, she called me or my wife, and she was upset because she said I grew up with him. So for what that's worth.
You know, his music and his videos touched a lot of people, you know, and did change the music business and influenced many of today's artists and put dance into the music business a lot more than it had been, and theatrics into the music business more than it had been. But he didn't build upon it after Thriller too much. I mean, I think anything he did after that was just a rehash of the same thing. It wasn't that creative. What he was getting ready to do, just seeing some of the video from his proposed tour, it was going to be the same thing. I mean, it's you know, he's still.
You're talking about the rehearsals.
Yeah, with the rehearsals. Yeah, the same dancers, the same songs. You know, as far as creativity went, I think he had about done it.
Ja. Yeah. Okay. Also ich habe sie gefragt, was sie eigentlich von dieser ganzen Geschichte halten. Michael Jackson wird ja gerade in diesem Augenblick beerdigt in Los Angeles, beziehungsweise er ist schon beerdigt worden. Die Trauerfeier findet gerade statt und ich wollte wissen, was sie davon halten. Und Skip hat mir jetzt auch gerade gesagt, dass er froh ist, dass er nicht da ist, weil es ihm einfach zu viel Show ist. Aber sie haben auch beide gesagt, sie finden schon, dass Michael Jackson sehr, sehr viele Leute erreicht hat und die Musik sehr, sehr stark beeinflusst hat.